Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
Niners 7, Ravens nothing. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 5. Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Purdy. And it's caught by Jennings. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. They'll get this to Jennings over the middle. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short the first down marker. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
First play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here. On 2nd and 14. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Go ahead.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? The one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern a little bit. Whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jackson options out left to the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. 6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Michael Williams. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. That's complete with Zay Flowers with it.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Ravens first down.
To throw again is Jackson. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. First down carry for Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the 49ers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Purdy bootlegging it. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Purdy. Pass caught by Pearsall. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 9.
come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw, Purdy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
San Francisco.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Shedding the tackle. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Jackson going to keep it running right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now Jackson. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 53 yards. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they're going to sit through halftime. They sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw. Flushed out right. Completes it to Jennings. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Quick throw completed by Purdy. So the completion good for just 3. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
That's complete to Pearsall. And he's going to have the Niners 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now Purdy. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
He's into space past the 25. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 15 yards down to the 15 and a 1st down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Purdy sets up to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Purdy now to throw. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Ravens 6. Jake Moody to kick off.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And bulldozing his way through. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First down 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Running left, it's Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Jackson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. Taken right around the 44. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 34.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
McCaffrey. is in. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Extra point try now for Moody. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his pass is called.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Jackson now. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Flowers. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
Right side. There's Likely with it.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's Jackson to throw. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. He's got his target. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. A short throw caught by Andrews. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Again, Jackson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Here's Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 10.
Jackson, option right. And holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
They go play action with Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. There we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and we talked so